Good morning everyone. Good morning Facebook. Good morning Let's Talk Magic. How's everyone doing? I hope everybody's day, morning, maybe afternoon where you are starting off good. I woke up extra early today to get my work day started because, as you know, we are approaching the full moon and I have a lot of different spells scheduled for this weekend, and I figured this would be a great opportunity to share a couple of them with you. Oh, excuse me, my allergies this morning are killing me. Okay, so today I'm going to show you how to do a mirror box spell and just talk a little bit about box spells and why I like them, and just kind of walk you through. Now, this is going to be part one of 3 different type of box spells I'll be doing. This is the only one I'll be showing live here on Facebook. The other 2 I'm going to upload to my YouTube channel. If you don't know my YouTube channel, it's Mystic at the Crossroads. You can tune in later today and see how those are done. All 3 are for different purposes. So if this one doesn't fit your needs, one of the other 2 probably will, okay? Good morning, Belinda. I'm sure there's going to be some questions. If I don't get to your questions during the video, I will go back through the thread and make sure I answer everybody's question individually. So if I miss your question or hi, Siam, if I don't say hello, it's not because I'm being rude, it's because your name popped up and went by so fast I didn't see you. Okay, so a box spell. They're similar concept to honey jar spells and witches bottles, but they are done inside of a box, and you're going to see why a little bit later. But basically it's a container spell. It's where you are containing the energy to something inside of a vessel to hold that energy and lock that energy in there. This one, the mirror box, falls under the category of reversal work or return to sender. The reason why I like reversal work is because if someone has sent, some bad juju towards you, some negative energy, the evil eye or whatever, you can send it back to them. I also like this because you don't necessarily have to know the person or place or where it came from. You're just sending it back. So a lot of times people will be affected by energy and don't know how it happened or who did it, and you don't have to, just send it back to where it came from, okay? There are many ways of doing reversal work. Most commonly is known to be done with candles, and that's an option with this, but I like this one because it's easier, and some people, their living situation isn't conducive for burning candles, or maybe they live in a part of a town or a city where they don't have access to these supplies. There's a number of reasons. So you can still get the same type of results, very effective. It's very inexpensive. It should only cost you about $2 to make, and you can still have the same results. So I'm just gonna bring you guys down here so you can see what I'm doing. Oh, wait, before I do that, hold on. Let me first show you what you're gonna be using. So with a box spell, it's important to try to pick something that is relatively small, because of the way this has to be disposed, but it doesn't have to be fancy. I've got a Tupperware container. This came from the dollar stores, like $1.15. You can use a coffin. These I got from Dollar Tree last Halloween and Michael's, and I stock up on these. I bought like 24 last year and I'm down to 2. It's a lot of box spells. But just a side note, stock up on things during the holiday season that you can't find in off season. So Halloween time, get your coffins, so you can have them. Christmas time, get your gold candles, get things that you can't find on a regular basis, and just have them because you never know when you might need them. All right, let's do this. I'm gonna bring you guys down here. Alrighty, so I have my container. And again, the reason why I say use something small, you're not really going to want to use a shoebox. You can, but you may not want to use a shoebox or a shipping box because you've got to put this somewhere and you don't want it to be difficult to get rid of. So you have your container, and if you have the picture of the person, if you know where it came from, you place that in there. If not, then you would make yourself a name paper. In fact, I already have one that I prepped earlier. Very simple. You can use parchment paper, paper bag. If you don't have either one, a sticky note, school paper, whatever. I like to write the person's name 3 times. I have, should have been John Doe, but Joe Doe. You guys get the idea. And you want to place this down inside of the container. Now, this is what you're going to do. Your mirrors. The purpose of the mirror is so that whatever is sent out from this individual is reflected and bounces right back to them. If you didn't know the person's name, you could simply write my adversary, you know, my enemy, or just return to sender. So you can use a mirror like this. It came from the dollar store, was 2. Or you can take a mirror and you can break it into 4 little pieces. So that's what I did with the other one. I just cracked it into 4 pieces. And I've already prepped them. It does not have to be special. They don't have to be a certain shape, certain size. You just want 4 pieces of mirror. I've taken a little piece of tape and just stuck that to the back, and then I'm going to place the mirror inside the box. One thing that is important is when you're doing that, you want to place your mirrors in a counterclockwise motion, Withershin. That is to reverse and to remove. You don't want to put it clockwise because that's when you're trying to draw in. So I'm going to start, since this is facing me, at the very bottom, and I'm going to work backwards. So to my right, at the top, and then on the side. And yeah, these are different pieces, different sizes. It doesn't matter. It's the purpose of reflecting and sending back. Now, as I'm doing this, because I'm talking in a video, but I would usually be speaking my words of intention. I would be saying something like return to sender. I just saw that question about can you do it for love. I have another video coming up and you can watch that one later. I'll do that today on how to do a love box, but yes. So now I've got these in here, okay? Close it up. As you're closing it up, as you're sealing it, you're sealing in the energy, you're sealing in the intentions. You may want to say something like, you know, John Doe, any and all energy that you send out to me, may it be returned back to you tenfold. So mote it be, or whatever, you know, whatever works for you. You can pray over this. You can, you know, you may want to hold on to it and work on it for several days, but you don't have to. Now, this is the simplest way to do this. Very, very, very simple, very easy, very effective. You can step it up a notch should you want to. Some people will sprinkle graveyard dirt on top of the photo or the person's name. Sorry, I've got like cat hair and it's a lot going on this morning. Graveyard dirt, gopher dust, sand, salt, regular dirt, not from your house though, from an outside source. You can use some herbs for banishing. Just look up some herbs that are for reversal or hex breaking or something like that, and see what you have, you know, in your kitchen cabinet. Eucalyptus is good, peppermint, rosemary, rue, agrimony is another good one, but I would stick to one of those, and you can cover the person up with that. That's option number 1. You don't have to do that. This will still be effective, but you can. Second option is burning a candle. I do personally feel that when you add a candle to a spell, it increases the energy behind it. It sort of activates that energy. So you can do a candle. What I would do would be a double action reversal candle. I'll do a video after that on how to properly prep this. You don't necessarily want to just stick the candle on top and burn it. This does need to be prepped a certain way. If you're using a plastic container, you need to wrap it up in some foil and then put the candle on top. Because if you use a freestanding candle and it burns down, this is going to catch fire. You don't want that. So that's one option. Other option, a figure candle. If you know the gender of the individual, you can use a figure candle. You can use a votive, a chime candle, a tea light, doesn't matter. You can use all of those. You can even use, this is a breakup candle, but you can use the 7-day glass candle for that. If this is a situation that you need to rectify very quickly, then using a long burning candle may not be the best bet. You might want to do something like this that burns out within an hour so you can do your spell and get it over with. Once that's done, if you've decided to use the candle or not, you need to wrap this up in a dark colored fabric, preferably black. Or you can use a black plastic bag, but it needs to be dark, it needs to be wrapped up, wrapped up very well. The way you would dispose of this, Option 1, buried in a cemetery. If you're not comfortable going to the cemetery, it's fine. Option number 2 would be placing it someplace where you're not going to keep revisiting it and keep seeing it. So what that means is stick it in the corner of a garage, in a cabinet shelf that you won't see it anymore, but you want to put it somewhere where once this is done, it's out of sight. I would not just leave this out in a park. You don't want to put it anywhere where it could be disturbed, where someone may open it, where a dog may knock it over. You want to put it somewhere, and that's where it's going to be for the remainder of time. The best time to do a spell like this would either be on a full moon or as the moon is starting to wane. That is the time from the day of the full moon, the day of the actual full moon, until the next new moon. As the moon is getting smaller, you can use that time. If that's not an option, this can be done on a Saturday. But again, you don't have to wait. If this is urgent, you don't have to wait. You can do this whenever you need to do it, basically. But if you have the time and you are able to wait and do a little planning, then that would be preferred. So this is your mirror box spell. Very simple, very easy, very effective. Unlike other spells, things don't always manifest. Spell work does work, but not 100% of the time. However, I've never done a reversal spell that didn't work. So that's why I can say this is very, very, very good. Okay, if you guys have any questions, does the box have to be clear? No, it doesn't have to be clear. Shonda, it would be better if it was a dark colored box, but this is all I had on hand to show you the video, so this is what I'm using. But, you know, I don't want anyone to feel like, oh, I gotta run out and get this color. Use what you have at home. Just, you know, you might not want to use a shipping box because that takes up space, so just use what you have at home. Sigils, yes, Belinda, you can add sigils. You can add anything that your spirit tells you to add in here. I just wanted, for the sake of the video, to make this very simple because, like I said, some people don't have the time or the resources to get all these extra supplies, but they need something strong that's going to work. So biodegradable, sure, that's fine. Doesn't hurt the earth. I like that. Wooden miniature coffin. You can paint it black. You can wrap it. I like these. These are my favorite, actually. So if you want to paint it black, you can. It's extra work, but sure, go for it. If you did, I would say paint the inside black also. All right, I think I tried to get to the questions that I see on the screen. I'll go back through and answer some of your questions. I will be doing a box for love. In fact, I have it right here. I can't show it to you guys because it's not all done, but I have that right here. I'm going to be doing this and uploading that on my YouTube channel in about an hour. And then I'm going to show you all some ways to work with coffins. So if you guys want to see that, you can check that out a little bit later. Hi, Dossie. You're welcome. I have it, yeah. All right. So thank you guys for watching. I also have a few more spells that I will be doing later on this evening. I will be doing a live video, most likely in Let's Talk Magic. If you're not in Let's Talk Magic, then I'll post it up here so you can see that too. Everything I post goes on my YouTube channel, so if you miss it, you can always log on YouTube later and see it, okay? Bright blessings, you guys. Shonda, I see you. All right, you're welcome. You guys are very welcome. Thank you so much for watching. I will talk to you soon.